Going on YouTube? Welcome to my channel. Thanks for tuning in. This is gonna be the second part of how to start a streetwear clothing brand. I dropped the first video like about a week ago or so, or 2 weeks ago. So yeah, this is a part 2 of it. Did the first 5 steps I mentioned in the first video. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out. In my channel, I dropped that video last week. Like I said, thanks for tuning in again. I'm just starting this channel, and once again, I thank you guys for all the new subscribers. I've gained almost like 60 to 70 subscribers within the past 2 weeks since I started dropping videos and doing like mini shorts and stuff like that. So I appreciate all y'all tuning in, liking my stuff, commenting on my stuff, and all the subscribers. So in this video, we're gonna do the next 5 steps when you start a clothing brand. We did the first 5 in the first video. This one we're going to do the next 5. As you can see, I'm always working my brand, Gas Cloud. You can check my website. It's going to be under the description section. You're going to find a link under there for this specific hoodie. You can check other stuff on my website. Okay, let's get down to the video. Y'all know clothing brand game ain't easy, so let me let y'all know. Clothing streetwear brand, it's not that easy, y'all. Y'all see all these guys on Instagram, they're making money. It's not that easy. Most of these guys already had a following before they started their brand, so it was easier for them to convert into sales because they had a following. If you started with no following and nothing, you have no name on the social, it's gonna be a little difficult. You're gonna have to be hustling around first, trying to get your first couple of sales before you can get online sales. Because the main part, you gotta get social proof online. You know, on your social pages. If you get social proof on your social pages, you can, get things popping. I just want to put that in there. Like, starting a clothing brand ain't easy, If you're not willing again to start this game knowing you're not gonna make money with the first 2 years, don't do it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard. Don't watch those guys on YouTube, or the big guys on YouTube or Instagram, like Shaq and them, Tez and them, Talones, all those guys. Don't watch those guys thinking you can get there within 1 year straight. Nah, it ain't that. Nah, it's more difficult than that. Alright, so we're gonna go to the step 6. So we did the first 5, we're gonna continue step 6. Alright, so let's get the video started. So the 6th step is create samples. So you're gonna create samples of your design and test them out of quality and fit your products. This will also give you a chance to make any necessary changes and before going into production. This is a major part. This is a major part, especially when you've chosen a manufacturer. You first gotta test the manufacturer, see if they can actually do what you asked for. It's not like you remember one of those the brand videos that were going trending that people say, I send this to my manufacturer and this is what I got. You don't want that, especially when you're doing bulk production and you send them. That's why you always gotta create a sample first. Once you get that sample in, tell them you get the first design in. If it's gonna be print or if it's gonna be embroidery, all of that, the different types of print. And different types of embroidery. So whichever one you choose, placements and all of that, you're ready for your sample. Make sure you always get the sample in first. The sample are most usually going to be expensive. Most sample probably going to cost, for Americans, probably around like $80. Also for Canadians, probably they'll charge around like $100 or so, or $120, something like that to get one sample. So the bulk game, they're trying to get you the bulk to order bulk right away, but don't do it. Get the sample first, check the design, check the quality, how it's done, the printed. Mostly check the material. Most of the time, the main part of these manufacturers is they never. Most of the time they'll sway you in with a sample material, and when you order bulk, they'll switch the material in your ass. So make sure to double check on the asses on that when you're about to get into food production. So the 6th step is create samples. Create those samples. And you want to start, well, we're going to do that on a scaling, but I'll give you a little insight. When you create a sample, you want to start promoting those samples before you even drop. If you know you have the lifetime span of when you're going to get the bulk and when you're going to drop, you want to create a plan of start promoting that sample. Put it as much, run as much ads, and let people as much know. But your main focus, when you first start, if you don't have a following, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So you got to create a following, like just like what YouTube is for. Or some people whose brand are correlating with TikTok, you can do TikTok. Like my brand, it's a little bit hard to do TikTok videos because it's a smoking. Most of the time I try to do anything smoke, I get fucking, I get a restriction and all that stuff. So yeah, so we're gonna go into the 7th step. Is choose your production method. Like I emphasized a little bit on that earlier. So you're going to decide whether you want to manufacture your product in-house, outsource to a factory, research local manufacturers, consider using platforms like Alibaba overseas, or find overseas manufacturers. So with manufacturers are easy to find. Like I said, manufacturers, you can just go on the good manufacturers. You can, like, if you create a brand on Instagram, I say so categorize yourself as a clothing brand on Instagram. Trust me, manufacturers are gonna find you from the lowest to the mid to some of the high ones. Trust me, they're gonna message you. Especially all these boys in Pakistan that are they get into the game now hungry. You're gonna get a manufacturer, but you want to get really good manufacturer, top notch. That's gonna cost more than the little guys who are starting out, and they probably make less mistakes and all of that. You don't have to worry about money and insurance and all that. You want to go to Alibaba and you just check out like clothing manufacturer. You go by the ratings and stars, and you go by the comments of people who work with them. So that's another way to do it. You can find another them on Instagram too. There's also manufacturers on Fiverr. There's other platforms you can find manufacturers. Like I said, but when you're on Instagram as a clothing brand owner, trust me, I get hundreds of manufacturers, like people, yo, we can make this for cheap. We can make this for cheap. Yo, we can do this. We can beat the last guy. We can do that. But all of these guys is necessarily not great manufacturer. But some of them you want to. That's why the sample comes in. You want to test them with the sample and make sure you talk to these guys. Okay, so we're gonna go into the step number 8. Step number 8 is gonna be setting up your website, an e-commerce platform. Create a website that showcase your brand, your products, and set up an e-commerce platform to sell your products online. So that's pretty much easy. You can do Wix. So the majority of people in the world now are using Shopify. Shopify is most basically the best platform to host a website, like to especially for clothing brand. And especially if you have a plan, you can get the first 30-day trial, and boom. Some people, like, if your brand, if you really have that audience that you can sell before, you can actually make money on your first 30 days of dropping your clothing brand if you have the audience to sell to. If you don't have to go look for the audience, the other thing too is ad. If you don't have ad revenue and all that, it's going to be a little bit difficult. So you got to find ways to do marketing. So I'll say, yeah, Shopify is going to be a like go-to platform. Like Shopify is, the biggest in the game right now. Wix is also good, but Shopify gives you all the tools for like somebody who's like a beginner creating a website. Can even do it by itself. Like I did all my website on my own. Everything on there is done by me. Everything simple. I'm not even a tech guy, but I did it. Right? You know what I'm saying? And some you can also, like I said, I'll give you this tip. This is right here. This is what I call it. What test call it? This is this is one tip right here. This is one high game right here. You can use Etsy to sell your brand. People don't always think about that. Etsy is a great platform to integrate your Shopify website into Etsy. My website, my brand, I sell on Etsy too. Since Etsy is like mostly for arts and craft, like handmade stuff or stuff that my brand is, handmade, hand cut and sew, so it falls under the category of selling Etsy. So if you're doing cut and sew, you can easily get your brand on Etsy, and the Etsy promotion is a little bit different. With Etsy, you can put integrate your brand, Shopify brand, into Etsy, and you can just do a $10 Etsy ads, and it's just gonna place you in front of users tags and places. It's gonna give you a little bit momentum to put your brand out there without paying too much of a Instagram and Facebook ad, because Instagram and Facebook ad costs way more money. Trust me when I tell you guys that. I lost money on that. When I first dropped, I thought it was all ads. I was going in on them motherfucking ads. I lost like $3,000 when I dropped in November on ads, and I probably didn't even make that. I probably didn't even get too much profit. I probably didn't get even. That's what I'm saying, because I had no following and no social platform, none of that. I had to generate all these ads to get a social awareness and social proof. And I'll say it got me a little bit social proof, so a lot of people saw the brand, but at the same time, it was just for awareness. So, okay, we're talking about the platform. So now step 9 is to build your brand presence. Like saying social media, influencer marketing, other tactics to build brand awareness, attract customers, and consider attending trade shows, events, showcase your products and other industry, like even pop-up shops. Pop-up shops are a great way to do it, especially if you're in the States. Pop-up shops are everywhere. If you're in America, pop-up shops are just everywhere. You can just look up events or pop-up shop around your area. You can pop in locally, all the time. You just for your local brand awareness. And say influencer marketing is a good thing. For social proof, you can also, if you got the products, you can send products to a lot of people, like just wear stuff. People want to wear stuff. If people want to wear stuff, give them out. Especially when you're starting a brand, sometimes your social proof is not there. Some people not, a lot of people trust you, or people don't see other people wearing your shit, so they might be skeptical to to click on that purchase. So when I see other people, like local people around wearing it, that's the main thing I did. I sent my brand to most of like starting up rappers and stuff. I put rappers, I put in the video. I sent a little influencers in there, just other people other than me wearing my stuff on my Instagram. You get what I'm saying? Once I got those, generated those good pictures on on people wearing it, posted those pictures now on my Instagram. I use those for ads. Now when they come and they see those ads, they come to it, they're like, oh wow, that's fat. That's like Baby Scully wearing that stuff. That's Young Menace wearing his stuff. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Oh, they wear a lot of money. All like stuff like that. Yeah, especially if you're in Atlanta, Baby Scully and then Fat to Reckless, all that. My little brothers, a lot of money, so automatically get a little social proof from that. So use your local up and coming rappers to give them stuff. Just use their pictures. You don't have to, they don't have to buy from you at the beginning. It's all part of the market, and that's all part of the marketing plan. You can send them, or if your brand is correlating with TikTok, you can also send. You can send products to people who are really good at TikTok videos. They can create you a whole bunch of TikTok videos or TikTok content with your clothing on there. You can post it. If your brand, like I say, if your brand correlates with TikTok, mine don't really correlate with TikTok. I can't really do funny skits like about like smoking za and all that stuff on my TikTok. So that's why you find me on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I generate more views on YouTube directly to my brand. That's also marketing. Okay, so like I said, your first customers for your brand most likely gonna be your friends and family around you. So if you first start your brand, don't expect to be making 10-20K a month within the first 3-4 months. That's gonna probably take you like at least 1 year, 2 years or so to be actually living off your clothing brand. If you like 1 or 2 year consistently, if you had got money coming in like consistently and you really focus on the brand with the market, and you can probably pull it off in 6 months to a year and start making good money off your brand to live off your brand, especially if you don't have a social media following or platform of like a big following. And say like people like Hollywood Shaq, like Hollywood Department, he had a following before he started like his brand. So automatically he was already a fly dude that take pics on the gram. He was already wearing fits and all that. And so if you go putting on fits together, you can also start generating content with that. And when you're putting your fits together, I'm not really somebody like to be on the camera that much. I'm just doing all these videos, to give you all a little bit of the info on the game, on the struggles of starting a clothing brand. But there's other ways to generate that brand awareness, the brand presence, that social proof, get that going. By the time you know it, big people in the industry gonna be reaching out to you. Oh yeah, that shit fire. Let me get that. And by the time you know you land a big influencer, I have a couple of influencers that want me to send them shit. So my next drop, I'm gonna be sending them. So a few people have actually reached out to me to send them some stuff. So stuff like that, you get seen little by little. You just keep putting your presence out there. You get seen. By the time you know you have a huge following. So don't rush. Trust me, I'm taking my time. I'm doing it good. I'm watching all these videos. I'm buying these brand courses. The other thing is brand courses too. You can jump on these guys who actually get past stages that actually have brand courses, and you can get more like a little bit insights of how if you want to step it up from like 10-20K to 70K to 100 bands. Because I know folks are making 100 bands on clothing a month. A month. I'm saying, okay, so we're gonna go up to the last step of this video is monitoring your sales, adjust your strategy, keep track of your sales and adjust your strategy accordingly. And this is gonna be this may include pivoting your marketing strategy or adjusting your product line to meet customer demand, all stuff like that. So monitoring your sales and adjust your strategy is like you check what is working and you check most of the what products are selling and you push those more, and you see with the marketing style using what is generating more views or conversion more, and you lean towards that and improving that part of the subject line or the strategy. Okay, and adjusting product line, like I said, all that stuff like that. Product line, you can absolutely scale with the product. You can see stuff that are not really getting that much views on your website. The ones that get less click and ones that get more click, the ones that get more click, automatically you can order more of that stuff, or you can push that product more. That's why right now you see me with just 2 products or 3 products to design, because those designs were the ones that actually caught people's attention. So I'm pushing those out more, like this hoodie and this ones came with a set that you can buy them separately. But the next drop I did was just hoodie. I was gonna drop this summer, but I just got caught up. I'm a longshoreman too, so I still got at work, and my job I have to show up at 7:30, 12:30, and 5:30. So I gotta show up 3 times a day in my job. So I'm a longshoreman. It's a lot of money. It's up to 150,000 a year. I just longshoreman job. So it's not like I have all the time in the world too. So you gotta, if you is still working, you gotta find time to put in between, getting things done, and make sure you actually creating some videos and contents out there. See, and that will be like the last 10 steps of the starting a clothing brand. Hopefully I covered something that piqued your interest, or something that that will help you grow your brand or help you start growing your brand. I'm gonna keep creating content, and when I generate enough info, then I'm gonna create a course to show you how everything I scale from 0 to where I'm currently at. All of that is gonna come in time, but for now we're gonna create these videos to help more people get out of the space that they're in, to show that in the brand world, there's money in it, and you can eat too. It's a $1 billion industry. You can eat. Let's just all get this, and just generate cool ideas, because people are always gonna need clothing on their back. No matter what, people are gonna hate on you. Trust me, when you start a clothing brand, people are gonna hate on you, like, for no reason. People are just gonna be talking trash out of no reason. So you gotta be ready for stuff like that too. If you weak hearted, you're not gonna go nowhere. Some people are gonna make you feel like you just cause, not even cause your shit whack. Some people just out there just bad energy. So you be aware of that too. So thank you guys for tuning in. All my new subscribers, I thank you guys very much for subscribing. I'm very, very appreciative. I'm just getting into this content creating stuff and this video production, all of this stuff for YouTube. I don't even have an intro yet. That's just to tell you guys, I just started putting all this stuff together, just to brand awareness, to get you guys out there. Anybody who's discouraged to start a brand, go for it. Don't worry about nobody. And the next video we're gonna do, check out the next step video we're gonna do is scaling your streetwear brand. We're gonna do another, let's say, probably like another 6 to 10 step on scaling your clothing brand. And that video, you're gonna probably get it soon. Let's see. Yep, we're gonna do a 6-step on how to create scale your clothing brand on the next series of videos. So thank you for tuning in. Comment, subscribe, like, and share if you like the video. Comment on anything you want to add into what I missed. Comment and the link below. Check out my website and support the movement. And trying to get me out of my job. I'm just starting a longshoreman job, so I'm not at $150,000 a year yet. So y'all folks don't think I'm making $150,000 a year. $150,000 just for the folks that are senior members of the union. I'm just like the A pool. I'm not even in the union yet, but I'm at $32 an hour. So as a start anywhere, but build up, get money as much as can, till you're able to start working and just live a life of what you're comfortable with. That's the goal. Keep trying. Don't never give up. Create that brand that we all gonna love and wear. And look out for your buddies. Look out for all your clothing brand owners. So give them a shout out once in a while. Like their content, Share their content. Subscribe to their channel. You know what I'm saying? And you guys keep it easy. Smoke one for me. I'm Super Gas Chief, the owner of Gas Cloud Apparel. And I'll see you on the next video on scaling the clothing brand. Thank you and bye now.